Aloha and welcome to the Ohana Anchorage. And yes, that means family. That's our family anchorage. We named it so because there was no name here. So now it's called Ohana. It's right here by Clifton. Right, Alex?
Yep.
Clifton, Tennessee. It's a very quiet, we did not rock at all. So you can see it's just still. The boat stays in the same direction because of the flow of the river. The Tennessee River. Today we're going down to the first dam. It's going to be a while, and that's where we're heading south because we hear further down, like in Columbus, Mississippi, later this week it's supposed to go down to 30 degrees. Yes, that is freezing. For those metric people, it's below zero. Yeah, we need to get south towards Florida and avoid these frost and freeze warnings. Not too cold this morning. It's actually supposed to be a comfortable day, around 70, 72, I think. Something like that. Alex just unclipped us with a bridle. So now we're going to go take off, start the engines, and head south. So follow along our boat story on our yacht here, Mahalo. And we'll see you as we continue down the river. In this episode of our Boat Stories Great Loop Adventure, we leave the Ohana Anchorage near Clifton, Tennessee. We pass through the Pickwick Locks and Dam and leave the Tennessee River and turn south on the Tenn-Tom Waterway before we find protection in the Zippy Cove Anchorage. Aloha! We are Sava, Cynthia, and Alex, along with our two dogs, Lucy and Shadow. We're traveling America's Great Loop, a 6,000-mile North American waterway from Florida to Canada and back down via the Mississippi. Follow us on this journey on our boat called Mahalo. The south side of the Ohana Anchorage right there, we got to favor the east side, it says. So we're just going to take it real slowly. Right now we're at 11 feet going out. Most of the anchorage is between 30 and 14. We anchored in 14 feet. So we'll see, but we're going to try to take it out right between the two blues, which are the shallow areas.
Hey, good morning, guys. We are leaving the cove, and Zav will have to put the comments in the cove down below or on the bottom of this video. But this is us leaving this cove. It was so quiet, so nice, and it was like a little channel on another side of an island, Zav? Or just a channel?
No, that's an island.
So that's over here that I'm facing with those. And we're getting ready to go around the curve. You can see the green marker. And I'll show you out the back. Alex is having his coffee. Good morning, Alex.
Good morning.
Here are some of the homes we're passing. Those people put a swing down underneath their house. And these are some of the houses with their ladders and floating docks. And we're leaving this little secluded channel to go around the corner here and back into the main channel. But what a lovely little anchorage. No one bothered us. We didn't even hear any little fishing boats this morning. Sorry for the dogs. Let's release the hounds. And here she comes. Come on. She always has to get a running start. Oh, she wants to go see Daddy. Shadow, you good too? All right, so we're going out the side wing door. And here you can see this nice island. They're excited barks because they want to be underway. So we're going to make a right turn and go back into the main channel, which is right here. That's Shadow sneezing behind me. He gets all excited, then he starts sneezing. Ever since he was a puppy. So look how smooth the water is. Get ready to make this curve and head back on down the channel. So goodbye to our little cove. Very nice. Everything is reflecting. The clouds are even reflecting on the water. It's so smooth. Another view of us leaving. It appears there's not a zone as to whether you can have your camper or a house along the riverbank. So these stairs here are not in good repair. Some of the stones have tipped. I always like how pretty the water is when it's going out behind in a wake behind the boat. It's just beautiful ripples. Because yesterday morning we had a hard time exiting our, not a hard time, but tricky time exiting our cove, we want to make sure that we stay in the main marked areas. And even sometimes when you're just close to the marker, you can shoal or run aground. So we're being very careful now to make a wide swing to get back into the main channel. Because they dredge the main channel. The side ones are pretty much for private boaters, so it's like, that's not dredged all the time. Not on a schedule.
So first thing this morning, we get greeted with all these cliffs here. It's beautiful, a little overcast, a little chilly, but it's just something we don't see every day. Pretty cool.
So we just saw this hillside that looks blackened, and we see that white foundation. That house, there was a tornado that came through here, caught that house on fire, and then you see the debris from the house down the hill, part of some red roofing over there. And now let me take you to this other side. Now you see
There's another house there with
that
concrete foundation.
There was a house there and it's flattened.
Yeah, go ahead from Mahalo.
16. All these trees are flattened. There's still railings and roof caught in there.
Aloha.
Mahalo, JB3 over.
Aloha. Go ahead.
Yeah, good morning. We're coming up here on your stern. Going to do a slope pass. That's all right. On the port side?
Yep. You're welcome to come by. We'll see you when you drop by.
Roger that. Appreciate it. JB3 clear. Going back 16.
So until we saw this debris on this side of the river, we didn't realize what had happened. But now we can see all those trees flattened. And over here is a piece of roof still that's over there that somebody hasn't bothered to move, that blew off from there, and I don't know how long ago that was, but all the debris that's on the hillside there, pieces of window, pieces of roof, you know, siding, all kinds of stuff there. So maybe they've cleaned up the top of the hillside, but they've not figured out how to clean out the side of the embankment. And the sad thing is, it went in just a straight linear path and just took out everything in one swipe and left these other homes untouched. So very disturbing. I'm glad that we looked over on the other bank and solved our own little mystery. But wow, very sad. Now we have a looper boat passing us on our port side. And Zava, who are these?
That's the Jackie B3.
This is the Jackie B3. We've had several B boats. We've had a Carla B, and this is the Jackie B. And they've passed us before, so nice to see them this morning. I think yesterday we only had one looper boat all day, and today we've already had, what, 3 boats pass us. So people are on the move. Action. Just a nice close-up of some of the variety of houses. You see little ones, 2-story ones, some with siding, some with wood poles for base. Other ones will have cement block, like coming up right here. This one has cement block to make its posts. And some have metal roofs and some have shingles. So just a little bit of variety, but it really is sobering to think that tornadoes come through here with destruction. I was waving at a gentleman that was out from under by his house this morning. Now Zava, look at this one. There's a significant cement boat ramp right here between houses. Maybe the community shares it. And then look at this ramp, Zava, that has posts under it. Is this just their walking ramp down? And maybe they can roll a kayak down it for this yellow house with the interesting shape. They even have a garage. So Zav, is that one of those elevators that's next to the porch? It's got like a white platform to maybe hoist groceries up, because maybe the kitchen is on that level, because it looks like a little elevator next to the garage. Interesting. We have another looper boat coming up behind us on our starboard side. This house, I think it has a for sale sign. It does, Zav, this one with the ramp. And the ramp does look wide enough when the water's high enough that you could bring a kayak down. But see how low the water is? That their ramp does not reach the water. More of these trees, Zava, with the roots exposed. They bricked all that. That house that's for sale, they have put in a cement part. They have their own boat ramp. They have a pole barn. That one is very well set up. I have no idea how much houses cost in this area. Oh, Zava just did interactive videoing and looked it up.
We couldn't do this 40 years ago, but we can do it today.
We could do it today.
$975,000 is what that house is. So.
Wow, you get your own boat ramp, your own kayak ramp, the works. Pretty cool. Now Zava, there's a truck with a flatbed, so they must be still working on this house. It looks like they're... Zav, he has a digger he brought in. He's working on his boat ramp. You saw this one? He's putting a boat ramp in. He's got his digger here, and he's working on his house. Oh, they have a generator, a whole full house generator up on a platform next to their house. I bet you the electricity does go out with storms here. Interesting. These huge homes, they must be weekend homes. They do not look occupied.
Sounds like a plan. Mahalo.
Exactly. Zava wanted you to see this house that is up on cement pillars, that is up so high. Just interesting, people doing anything they can to protect themselves. And we have one of our fellow looper boats coming. They just called us on the radio. You heard them, and here they come. So there's a group of them that are really chugging, I think, to all go through the lock together. We won't be part of that group because we definitely go slower. You're hearing lots of Shadow being anxious. Mommy's right here. Oh wait, oh wait, oh wait. Daddy will pet you. Mama's filming all these pretty things. Oh, needs consoling. And Lucy, she said, I'm being a good girl. She said, I'm not crying. Somebody needs lots of consoling.
Lots of love.
Yes. He thinks he's still a baby, even though he's 8 years old. Okay, Zava, something happened to this house. The front end is just like sticks coming out and a tarp over it. What happened? Oh, I don't know if the GoPro shows that. It's next to the yellow house, but there's a tarp covering the back. You can see all the way in, like as if there was a window that blew out, and maybe a storm came through and blew out their big windows. But it looks like all tattered and torn. And the yellow house does not look damaged at all. But this one, maybe now you can see better. We're trying to look around the trees beside it. There is trees blown down here, but it just is a complete disaster. Piles of windows, piles of siding, all in front. And yeah. We can't decide if it was a storm or derelict, and then somebody's trying to take it down. Wow.
There's another broken house there.
Oh yeah.
No, tornado came through here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this other nice house over here, and it actually looked like it has a brick base, but the top is blown. Now the house here in the middle has new windows. It may be that they all had to get some repair done. See this house here? It's all new windows with new stickers and new porch posts, and there's a ladder on the porch. So this person may have just reinforced his house. But the one over here, oh, what terrible destruction. The brick held, but anywhere there wasn't brick, the roof was attacked. That looks like an upstairs bedroom. Wow. How sad. I hope they had, oh, there's the windows on top that are dormers are tilted and are off to the side. Wow. Do you see that? The roof has dormer windows and they are tilted. Oh my, and that's a goodly sized house. I hope they had good insurance. There you can see the roof collapse right there. The neighbors is all open down below with all the garage doors open, and there's a work truck there right now and a brand new metal roof. So that house is already gotten fixed. Wow. That is really something. So we just had our friends pass us. What's the name of the boat that just passed us? I can't read their name behind, but they just passed us, and they are in staying afloat. They are just keeping up with a couple of other boats that passed us. I believe they're all heading as far as they can today. But look at all the pretty fall colors. Lots of erosion on the banks, especially over here on the starboard side. This side has more of a beach look. This side over here definitely looks like as it erodes, trees fall down. But beautiful colors. Sun's coming out. We're seeing a hint of blue sky.
He doesn't look so safe.
Zava's sitting here in his boat, and he is commenting on
people who build
build.
their house on the rock and those who build their house on the sand. And this guy looks like he thinks he has rock, but some of the trees that have fallen down surely say it comes down. I'm just saying, I wouldn't do that.
So here is,
That's some damage. Look, his windows are blown out. He's got plastic.
oh, he's got tarps up there on
I
his,
bet you there was another tornado nearby.
there's tarps on this roof and tarps on the windows.
Yeah.
And then you have over here, this guy said, the hell with it, I'm making the whole wall glass. Looking at this house, this whole area, there's debris here on the hillside. And then up there, it looks like the roof is buckled, and it looks like,
I can see a washing machine down at the bottom.
oh, Alex sees a washing machine.
I think we had heavy rains undercut.
And then all of that fell down. Amazing. Yeah, Zava just saw that this house is really high up. After we saw some of the derelict houses and after storms, so they have them perched on these cement blocks, but look how high up that is. We see the steep staircase on the side, and we're like, wow. It's like to have to carry the groceries up. We were thinking that's why we saw some that have like dumbwaiters or like little elevators to put their things in to take it up. Quite impressive how high up they build some of these things. I see a person up there on this little house. He just was carrying stuff down. Look at this one. It looks like the base is narrower than the top. Looks top heavy. And look at that spiral staircase. Oh my, it looks like you'll have to walk up that spiral staircase to get up there. Every package, every item, your beds, I guess. I mean, to think about carrying mattresses up that spiral staircase, oh, it makes me tired. These people have, looks like a solid metal railing and a wood structure for their staircase. Wow. Very interesting. Now this person, he just said, you know what? If the flood comes, it comes, and just built a rancher. So the house straight ahead of me, maybe you can see the dumbwaiter on the side. It's actually a sizable metal basket, and it's on the first level right now. But I guess that's where you can haul everything all the way up from the first, second, and third level of any big thing. You can see the structures on the side of the house, but that's like the most significant one that I've seen. Now looking back at the greenhouse, they have one too, but they built it as part of their deck, and it's not as noticeable. See that, Zava? There is a basket that goes down each level with metal supports, but I didn't see that at first.
Wolf Island looks like a beautiful beachy beach, sandy beach. So Wolf Island here, just passing it. Places I would want to stop if it wasn't winter approaching, so we got to get down. It's going to get freezing by the end of the week. So, but really nice sandy beach here on the Tennessee River. So Alex just noticed that there's a really nice restaurant, right, Alex?
Yep.
What's missing?
There's no dock for boaters.
There's no dock for boaters. I mean, I personally think the restaurant is closed anyway, but still, you'd think they put a dock out and invite people in. But that's not how it works. There's been no restaurant on the Tennessee River or Kentucky Lake that I've seen a dock where you can just pull up and have some food. So something definitely missing on this journey so far. Even though beautiful, we just like to pull in and stop. I mean, all the towns have no docks, courtesy docks. I mean, I miss that. The Erie Canal had some, at least. Trent Severn had some. Right, Alex? I mean, yeah, it's just, we miss being able to pull in, like Paducah, where you just pull in, pull up to a dock, and spend the day in the city. Aloha! We are making progress. We're only about 8 miles or so from the dam, Pickwick Dam. But what is happening is, yes, we're experiencing it already. The current is getting stronger and stronger and stronger as we're heading towards the dam. With the RPMs we're going now, we should be going just over 7 miles per hour. We're doing 5.1. A few minutes ago, we're doing a curve and it went down to like 4.3 miles per hour, which means we had a head current against us of about 2.5 miles an hour or more. So it's slowing us down, but we have time. But just so you know, if you're coming up this way to the Pickwick Dam, which is the first dam after the Kentucky Dam, it's going to slow you down going south. And wish you I'm looking forward to a tail current again from behind like the Mississippi, because we've been going upstream since we left the Mississippi. But every time you get back on behind the dam, it gets better again. Aloha, and thank you for watching day 88, part 1. We will continue next time through the Pickwick Lock and Dam and turn onto the Tenn-Tom Waterway. We love your comments and questions, so keep those coming, and on your way out, please hit that like button and most importantly subscribe, since that really helps our channel. Aloha!